I'm going to be looking at the exist counts for every single brain rot Sammy has leaked, starting with the most common brain rot to the rarest, to find out who the rarest brain rot in the game is. Also, this will only include brain rots that Sammy has revealed the exist counts for, so it will not include every single brain rot in the game. But starting with the most common brain rot, it's of course the Nubini Pizzanini, with over 131 million existing. Then we have Tralalero Tralala with over 25 million existing. Then we have everyone's favorite brain rot, the La Vaca, with over 24 million existing. Then, surprisingly, we have Tim Cheese, with over 19 million existing. After that, we have Los Tortas, with over 16 million existing. Then we have Cocofanto Elfanto, with 14 million existing. Now we're going under 10 million, with Tung Tung Sahur, with 9.5 million existing. Then we have Bisonte Jupitere, with 5.5 million existing. Now we have a brain rot. People think it's rare. The Isak Sakola has over 5.2 million existing. And now we also have another brain rot people glaze and call rare. The Puffaball, with over 3.8 million existing. Then we have a brain rot Sammy accidentally spawned in every server, the La Karkakar combination. But now only 2.8 million exist. Then we have 1 by 1 by 1 by 1 with 1.4 million existing. Then we have a brain rot people think deserves a buff, the Agarini La Pellini, but it has over 1.1 million existing. Now we dip under a million, with surprisingly, the Arcatopus, with only 800,000 existing. Then we have the Los Puggies, with 560,000 existing. Then we have Karkakar Sahur, with 500,000 existing. Now we actually have a common brain rot, the Pipi Corny, with only 300,000 existing. Then we have the La Sahur combination, with also 300,000 existing. And then another common brain rot, possibly the rarest common brain rot in the game, the Raccooni Jandalini, with only 258,000 existing. Then we have Goblino Uniciclino, with 250,000 existing. Then we have one of my favorite brain rots, the Los Hotspotsitos, with 223,000 existing. Now we have a pretty Forgatine brain rot, the Stoppo Luminino, with only 200,000 existing. Then we have another overglazed brain rot, the Berguro and Fry Euro, with over 140,000 existing. Then we have the Los Primos, with 134,000 existing. And now we're going under 100,000. These brain rots are now going to be extremely rare, so make sure you subscribe. Starting with the Spooky and Pumpky from the Witch Fuse with over 83,000 existing. And then another duo brain rot, the Cookie and Milky from the Santa's Fuse with 68,000 existing. And then even another duo brain rot, the Fragrama and Chakrama with 67,000 existing. Now we actually have a mythic brain rot, the Ganganzelli Trulala with 66,000 existing. And another glazed brain rot, the Capitano Moby with over 60,000 existing. Because then we have a rarer water brain rot, the Tralalodon, with 55,000 existing. Then we have the Cellularcini Vitiosini, with only 53,000 existing. But now we have the rarest mythic brain rot in the game, the Toby, with only 51,000 existing. Then we have the rarest limited time craft, the Los Tacoritas, with only 50,000 existing. And then the rarest Sahur, the Jolly Sahur, with 34,000 existing. Then the La Casa Boo, with also 34,000 existing. But now we have a brain rot that I did not expect to be this rare, and if you have it, keep it. And if you don't, you'd better get one, because it's definitely going to be buffed. The Guest, 666, with only 29,000 existing. But then we have the Doug, who recently got buffed to a secret because it only has 21,000 existing. Then we have the Cerberus with only 15,000 existing. Then we have the Ginger Garrett with only 7.5 thousand existing. And then the Ketupat Bros with 6.9 thousand existing. Then we have the La Supreme combination with 6.8 thousand existing. But now we're entering the top 10 rarest brain rots of all time, which are all under 5,000. Starting at number 10, with the Ficino Clownino with only 5.1 thousand existing and only 9 lava ones. Then at number 9, we have the Dragon Gingerini with 3.4 thousand existing and only 40 blood rot ones. And now we have our first OG at number 8, the Meowl, with only 3.2 thousand existing. Then at 7, we have the Love and Rose with only 2.4 thousand existing and literally only 1 radioactive one. Then we have the best brain rot in the entire game. But only at number 6, we have the Strawberry Elephant with 2,000 existing and only 10 blood rot ones. Now cracking the top 5, we have all the brain rots from the craft machine that got buffed. First, the Antonio with 1.3k existing and only 1 candy and blood rot ones. Then at number 4, we have the Love Bear with under 1,000 existing and only 1 candy one. Then at number 3, we have the Elefanto Frigo with only 687 existing and 1 blood rot one. Then the second rarest brain rot in the entire game, the Signore Carapace, with only 267 existing and 3 yin yang ones. But now, the rarest brainrot in the entire game is no other than the... Make sure to join my Discord and subscribe before I reveal. And also let me know if you have any of these rare brainrots in the comments. The Headless Horseman, with only 138 existing and 2 yin-yang ones.